welcome to episode 16 of the Cherry Bakewell Diaries. Today we're going to be making caramel fudge cake, and I'm going to introduce you to a company that I've been using for a little while now, who make they make a caramelised brown sugar which is really nice and moist, which I'm going to be using today. And they do lots of flavoured baking powders and flavoured icing sugars as well, like dusting powders. So I'm going to introduce you to them today. They're called Ingredients Bar. This is the caramelised sugar that I use, which is a soft brown sugar which you can use in cakes, and it's got a lovely caramel flavour to it, so I'm going to be using that today. If you haven't got that, you can just use normal brown sugar, that's fine. But what I'll do is I'll put a little link to their website when I'm doing the video, and then you can follow them if you want to. Okay, so I'll go and get everything ready and we'll see you in a minute. Right, so it's very quick, very easy, this sponge. So we've got 225 grams of soft margarine in the bowl. We then have 170 grams of caster sugar. And then we've got the caramelised brown sugar, which, as I say, is this one from Ingredients Bar. But you can use just normal soft brown sugar if you want. So we've got 60 grams of the brown sugar. Then got 4 eggs. Everything just goes in the bowl, very, very quick. And then 225 grams of self-raising flour. And then we want 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That goes in as well. And then 1.5 tablespoons of milk. And 1 teaspoon of caramel flavouring or caramel extract, whatever you can get, which gives it another nice flavour. So I'll go and get all that mixed up and I'll see you on the other side. Right, so we're all mixed up. So the final ingredient I put in, they do, the Ingredients Bar actually do some flavoured dusting powders. I've got the caramel one here, and I just put 2 teaspoons of that in to give an extra flavour. You don't have to do that, you can just use the caramel flavour if you want to, but I think that just enhances the flavour. They do a range of all different flavoured dusting powders and baking powders. So then what we do is we pop that into our 2 8-inch sandwich tins. And these will bake on gas mark 5, which is 190 degrees centigrade, for exactly 25 minutes. They don't take very long at all. So I'll get these cooked and then I'll show you how we decorate. So our cake's all nice and cooked and cooled. So I've got 75 grams of softened butter mixed with 120 grams of icing sugar. So if you soften your butter slightly in microwave, just to make it easier to mix, and then mix in your icing sugar until you get a nice buttercream. And then to that we're going to add another 2 teaspoons of the caramelised, the caramel sugar dusting powder, which I told you about before, and a teaspoon of the caramel flavouring. That goes in as well. And then you blend all that together. So if your butter's nice and soft, it doesn't take very long. There we go, all done. And then we're going to add some fudge pieces as well, which I've chopped up, and some shop bought toffee sauce, which you use on your ice cream. You know, just the shop bought toffee sauce, any one will do. So that's your buttercream. I've then got some fudge pieces chopped up, which I'm just going to sprinkle over no particular pattern, just to add a little bit of texture to the cake. There we go. And then we've just got the toffee sauce, and you just literally drizzle some of that over. You put your top tier on the top, and then I've got 120 grams of icing sugar, which I'm going to add another 2 teaspoons of the caramel dusting powder. So if you can't get that, I'll put the website on this so you can have a look. If you don't want to get that, you can just put the caramel flavouring in, that's fine. And then I'm just going to put another teaspoon of the caramel flavour in to that. And then we just add a little bit of water, just enough to make an icing. Because you want it soft enough to be able to spread, but you don't want it so that it's going to run over the sides. There we go. So you just pop that on the top, smooth that over. And then we've got some fudge pieces, which I've got the cut fudge squares I've cut into 4. So I've got the fudge cubes that you get, the fudge squares, I've cut them into 4, and I've got 2 of those, so we've got 8 pieces, which I'm going to put on the cake around the outside. And then the little bits of fudge, I'm just going to sprinkle in the middle. That's it. And then another little bit there, and then just another little bit of toffee sauce over the top. And there you have it. There's your caramel fudge cake. Hello. So there's your caramel fudge cake, all done. It's absolutely delicious. It's very moist, very light, and you've got that lovely caramel flavour with the brown sugar as well. So do check out their website, Ingredients Bar, if you can. Their products are really, really nice. They do a lovely vanilla baking powder as well, which I'll be using in a later episode. And it's a really, really nice vanilla flavour. And they do the vanilla dusting powders as well, which you can use on Victoria sponge or something like that. So their products are really, really good, but do check them out. Next week, I'm going to be doing Parmesan crackers next week, which are a little cheesy biscuit, really crunchy little biscuit with Parmesan cheese, a little bit of curry powder, and they're really, really nice as well. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. Just a quick thank you for all your views. So please do keep viewing, share with all your friends, like. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying doing them. So for now, enjoy your caramel fudge cake, and I'll see you next week with Parmesan crackers. Take care for now. Bye.